What's going on, guys? Derek here from Wilson Audio Labs. This is my second channel. Wanted to show you guys this beautiful Precision Power Art ProART 100 that I got for testing a few years ago. I'd planned to do a full video on the Wilson Audio channel, but honestly I just haven't got around to it, and I wanted to show you guys the results here of what I got. Here, looking at the amp that does have these Weco style plugs for power. I really don't like these because the wires get so close together. This is 4 gauge going into the power connector here, but you have to tape it up to make sure that you don't get the wires crossed. These amps are just gorgeous, but they're very basic, don't have any crossover or anything like that built in. So here I'll talk a little bit more about the amp on camera. So I know you guys know that I like old school amps, and I talk about old school amps a lot about how cool they were back in the day, and that's usually just, things like this for the design. How this one looks. You just don't find stuff like this anymore. Carol Hall Young and her awesome artwork, God rest her soul. Just beautiful design here with this white finish and the 90s art. It's easily 90s amplifier, you can tell, but these older amps used plugs like this. This is a Weco plug, and as you can see, it has very small wiring gauge. It's 12 gauge at the biggest that you can fit in it. So you can see the wiring left minus, left plus, remote, right plus, right minus. So in order to get it bridged, you actually have to use the left positive and the right negative. So it's the second terminal and then the last one. And that's what I'm going to use when I bridge this amp for the test. But yeah, this is an amazing amplifier from 1996. Over 25, or almost 25 years old, and the condition is just outstanding. But anyway, let's fire it up and we'll try out the test. The ProART series were what were known as cheater amps or high current amplifiers. So let's find out here what kind of power we get from it. PPI ProART 100, let's try certified 4 ohms, 40 hertz, rated 100 by 2. All right, 112 and 110 at 14.2 volts. (113 watts per channel, 14.16. Dynamic RMS power at 4 ohms, 40 hertz for the PPI ProART 100, rated 100 by 2. Love the way the channels match there, 110 and 110, 14.22. Let's try 2 ohms stereo, certified 1% THD at 40 hertz, rated 200 by 2. All right, 212 and 215, very nice. All right, 215 and 218, so it met rated power there. (219, 212). All right, PPI Art 100, do 1 ohm stereo. It's rated 400 by 2 at 12 volts. Let's see what we get. Let's try 40 hertz. Almost there, not quite. 376 and 395, it's 13.79. All right, so I stopped the test because I heard a little bit of whining. Scares me with an amp like this, an older amp. So I don't want to overburden the amp or make it blow up or anything. So I stopped the test a little soon. 381, 396 at 13.67. All right, 379, 390, 13.82 volts. All right, PPI ProART 100. Let's try 4 ohms bridge mono, certified 40 hertz, rated 400 watts. $427, 14.3. $437, 14.26. $430, 14.42. PPI ProART 100. Let's try 2 ohms mono, certified 40 hertz, rated 800 watts. See what we get. Almost, not quite. 778 at 14.22. Right at the rating. 799, 14.22. $786, 14.13. All right, here's a useless test, but we're going to try it anyway. 2 ohms bridge mono, 1 kilohertz for the PPI ProART 100. See if we get over that 800 watt number. Yes, we do. The screams that this amp makes, yeah, it does not sound like it likes that at all, but it did the power, 828, 14.19. All right, so here are the results. You can see 2 ohms bridged and 1 ohm stereo. It got close, but did not quite meet its ratings, but every other ohm load, it did its rating. Now these amps were, or this amp itself was fully restored by Shawn K, stripped down, replaced a lot of the parts as well as the caps and everything. So this amp was tip-top shape when it came to me. Obviously the exterior goes without saying. It's in a fantastic condition for an amp to be 25 years old. But these amps are just beautiful. You know, this amp was expensive back in the day. I mean, it was around $900, I think, back then. And yeah, that's a lot of money in today's money. Probably like double that. But these amps are just getting harder to find, especially in this condition. But the art design on them and, you know, just the overall sound quality of these amps is just outstanding. So I apologize for the audio for this video because I'm recording it directly on my iPad, but I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. Have a good one. Until next time, Big D. I'm out of here.